Good night, fellow punchers. The clock on the wall, if there was a clock, would be telling me it's about 1:10. I'm in Birmingham, close to New Street Station. Not long here. It's only a couple of minutes walk from the station. I met a boo-boo. I should have gone earlier. The reason I got a late flight was that I wouldn't miss the race. But sure, I could have watched it on the bus, on the phone, and watched it at the airport. Because there was 3 hours or 2.5 hours at the airport, I think. Wasn't thinking when I booked it. I met, there was a few jockeys there at the airport. There was a few travelling over. Met Mikey O'Connor, Cork man. Had a good chat with him for a while. I spotted him a couple of times. He had the saddle with him. He brings it everywhere, he told me. He's riding tomorrow in the last race. He was in Limerick today. We had today with the first one, Caroline Bamboo. For anyone that bet today, we're paying 4 places. We got paid, but anyone that bet anti-post each way at 16s, 18s, and 20s, she was one out of the place. I thought she was going to make a better threat, but she didn't stay up the hill as good as I hoped. Carol de Torelles, I thought on the turn for home that was going to win. It just the effort petered out coming up the hill, and was short head back in 7th, and they were paying 6, and it SP'd at 20-1. It made 1 or 2 sort of hairy jumps out in the country. Maybe just, as I say, a gallop short. And it's similar with paying 5 places. Firefox was 6th. Factified, he was absolutely awesome altogether today. Remind you of Allaho, the way Allaho used to win the Ryanair. But Allaho used to go out in front from A to a Z. What about Bob Ollinger? 4 for 4 now in Cheltenham. Well, it would have been 3 for 4 only for Galopin Des Champs fell in the Turners a few years ago. But he's won 4 for 4. It's on the record books. And they're saying he wouldn't stay at 3 miles. He won for us a few times, but I just thought that he might be third maybe at best today. We got bad luck out the country. Home by the Lee was harshed out of it by someone that fell. We had a good winner in Jaguar, and I was saying coming to the last, the horse that the company sergeant, Buzz Horse, had won for us in Galway, and had been fancied by I was going to say Gavin Cromwell, and I didn't do the forecast. And in the last race, the ground was to be totally against the horse, because I really fancied that horse today, and I'm doubled with Jaguar, and I had him in a couple of bets from the other day as well, in lucky 15s. But anyway, Tupa let a lot of people down for doubles with Factifile, and was in multiples during the week. So the Bookies is absolutely cleaning up. Tomorrow, I said I'd do this tonight. I don't know what time I'll get up in the morning at, because I'll have to get something to eat. But they don't do it here either. They've no food. And I thought when I booked this place, that's the reason I didn't go to another couple of places, because I thought they did food here. Triumph Hurdle is off at 1:20. The bus horse, East India Dock, and we have a bus horse, Hello Neighbour. East India Dock's form was let down the other day by Stencil, and another one that was it mightn't be as he was good all right, but we won on him a few times. Willie has won 4 out of the last 5. Lulamba it'll probably go off favourite tomorrow for Nicky. It was impressive first time out for him. I'm going to take a chance on Hello Neighbour. Won for us in the flat a couple of times, and it won for us over hurdles a couple of times. It's an each way price. It's about 6-1. And if people want to back reverse forecast with the 2 bus horses, for newcomers, the bus horse is something that we tipped and backed before, and it won for us. The county hurdle is off at 2 o'clock. Absurd won it for us last year at 12-1. Paul Townend doesn't go in the saddle this year. He goes on Cargese. Absurd has only gone up from 138 to 144. Hasn't been seen in a while. The last time it was seen was in the Melbourne Cup. Last year when it won, it had ran in February. Cargese was second to Take No Chances, and Take No Chances was third in the other day to Lossimo, so that form is stacking up. Lark in the Morning won the Fred Winter for us last year. I think it SP'd at 8-1, did or 9s. It's gone up from 122 to 130. The better ground will suit, because heavy ground was the reason it drifted in price last year. We have Absurd already in a lucky 15, 1 place already, and 2 let us down. I'm going to take a flyer on Ndaawi. It's 14-1 and 16-1 in places, but it was second in the Galway plate to Nuremberg of Aidan or Joseph O'Brien's, and then it ran in the Cesarovich that Alfonso Legrand won. I just put away especially for this. It likes good ground. It was it was third in. I'm trying to think what was third in as well. But Elliott's horse was there and flying, but Tiupo was sort of good enough to be in the reckoning today. That's why I'd say it was beaten Tiupo today, because the form isn't just flying. I wouldn't blame anyone for backing Absurd that won it on it last year. Townend knows that Cargese is 5-year-old, well handicapped as well. But I thought trying to they're paying 6 places maybe in Ndaawi, that it might at least run into a place. Excuse me, I'm having a cup of tea. It's Midlands. There isn't even a biscuit in the room. The mare's Chase, Dino Blue, second to Imric Leif's last year. Ground beat it, I thought. It's an even money favourite. There's a lot of money for Bride's Hill, but we have a bus horse as well in this. Shecouldbeanything. It's rated 140. It's £17 lower than Dino Blue, so it shouldn't be at the race at all. But one thing it will like is the going, and one thing it will like is the distance. It's a 14-1, 16-1 as well. Dino Blue is the most likely winner, short. So you could back Shecouldbeanything each way, and you could do each way without the fav as well. Then if the fav won, even if it finished 4th, you probably get 4-1. You get your money back. If it's second, you get good profit. The Albert Bartlett won last year by Stellar Story, 33-1. It throws up big winners most years. Jet Blue was 18-1 a few weeks ago. It's into about 7th and 8th. The French horse that won in over the course in December. It likes good ground. A bus horse here as well, Flicker of Hope. It won in Wexford, Galway and Navan for us at good prices. It was third into Percival Le Gallois in Leopardstown. Ran well enough. Wingman bus horse as well won a bumper for us last year in Punchestown, 18-1. It has, with the Yellow Clay running so well the other day, this was only 8 or 10 lengths behind it. How well it's handicapped is the thing. The Big Westerner's form was let down today by Mozzie's sister. It was a favourite, and it was second or third in Limerick. So that form doesn't seem to be as good as it might have looked yesterday. It was that expensive mare that won it, 11-1. that they paid 320,000 for. Can't think of it. But there's a 33-1 shot. Fishery Lane. Sean O'Keefe riding. Sean is riding well lately. This was 5th in the bumper last year to Jasmine DeVoe. And it stayed on well, very well, I thought, the last year, 2.5 mile. That it might be worth a few pound each way at 33-1. On to the reason I'm in Birmingham tonight and getting the train tomorrow to Cheltenham is Galopin Des Champs. If he doesn't win tomorrow, it'll absolutely deflate the whole festival with all the with John Bond beaten and Ballyburn and Constitution Hill fallen, Statement fallen. The crowds will be down next year altogether if that's the case. So I hope he does. The ground, I prefer the softer side of good, but he should pop out in front. I know the way you're thinking. The boys paid 25,000 to supplement it, so as much money as they have, they still don't like pegging it one side. So they must think they have a chance. They've only 7 lengths or 8 to make up from Leopardstown. Monty's pass, the form of this, him being second to Factify last year in the RSA, looks good now after the way he hosed up today. So I'd be doing, for anyone that doesn't want to back an odds-on shot, Monty Star. It'd be my idea, and Hilary de Bromhead was getting them right. He always has them right for Cheltenham. He's a great man to target a meeting. So Galopin all the way, and hope the 3 in a row is follow there was only a few of them, Erkel and Best Mate, and there's one more, wasn't there? The Fox Hunters. I'm not supposed to say Fox, but I'll say it. Won last year by St. Nominee. Angels Dawn won the Kimure for us a couple of years ago, and it was going well last year, and it fell at the last. When it won the Kimure, it actually beat Stumptown. Rye Hill is an improving 7-year-old for Ross O'Sullivan, but I thought with the ground the way it is, it's on the line, has been second the last 2 years when the ground was heavy and soft. I think it's gone out now to about 6-1. It's a bet at that price, an each way bet for sure. I think the ground is key to the horse, so it could be third time lucky. On to the Merton Pipe. Copec Demi is the unknown, this French one in JP's colours. It was entered in 3 races, the 3 handicaps. This one was picked. JP trying to win the finale. Odu for Gordon Elliott has won 6 in a row. But I was asking Mikey O'Connor tonight as what sort of a chance have you tomorrow. I had him picked out when I was coming up doing this in the airport before I met him. And he said he has a good chance. But he says the unknown, you see, is the ability of Copec Demi. If you look at top on the goes for him, it was a staying on behind William Money the last day. It's 128. But when it's won its maiden hurdle, it beat that McLowry, and they were level weights. It beat it by 9 lengths. McLowry hosed up on the DRF. It's a different. It has been a good race for me down through the years, but it's a different sort of a race this year because some of the unexposed types, like Better Days Ahead last year and didn't Early Doors win it a few years ago. You had to sort of see the horse that come out of graded races. So the handicapper has a better angle on the to give a rate now to all of them, and you have older type horses in it now. It's like it's conditional jockey conditional jockeys, but it's for any horse. But a lot of the younger horses, the unexposed has always done well in it. This is one to fit the bill. If he'd only ran twice, you probably wouldn't be picking him. But yeah, he's not too bad. 1-8. The French horse there could absolutely hose up, But at 10-1, we could back him each way. And maybe if he goes off, he could go off a 6-4, 7-4 favourite tomorrow, because they'll be trying to get out. And it's a fair likelihood that everyone will be sort of ploughing in to try and win a few pounds in the last race, whatever they've left. So anyway, I get this into the oven now, and it'll be done, and I get to bed, and I see you from Cheltenham tomorrow. I might do a quick little video of some part of the day. Bash the bookies, over and out.